Hi, I'm Mikayla.
And I'm Isabel Alvarez. Welcome to Gem City Diversity, a podcast where we talk about diversity and inclusion in the Miami Valley.
This is a Youth Speaks episode. These episodes are planned, created, and recorded by youth.
Today we're going to be talking about the Anytown Youth Program hosted by the NCCJ.
Okay, so first I want to ask you, Isabel, what was your favorite part about Anytown?
I have to say my favorite part was probably meeting all the new people from the Dayton area, especially people that don't go to my school, so I could just see a lot of different perspectives from them, and also just getting to know them, because I attended the Anytown in the summer, which was 2 days, all day long. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend the second day, but the first day, it was just really nice getting to know everyone and getting to hear, their different opinions about things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what was the most important thing that you learned at Anytown?
I have to say the most important thing I learned is that everyone has a different and unique situation. Like, you can never, assume something about someone. And also just to let them, talk about their experience freely. I really liked all the activities that we got to do because it kind of really showcased, how important diversity is and how important it is to let everyone's voices be heard.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely gave us a different perspective than what we're both used to, I think.
It really did.
And I think it's very important to have that perspective. Okay, and then lastly, why should teens attend Anytown?
Well, first of all, there are different times in the year when you can attend. But honestly, just attend whichever one fits your schedule, really. All of them are so worth it to attend. Mm-hmm. Just all the activities are really fun, and you get to meet all these new people, and honestly just have a good time too, because there are some really deep activities, where we go into specific things about ourselves, that we're comfortable sharing. But there are also just team building activities and leadership activities that we get to do with other people that are really fun, and it's definitely worth your time.
Yes, I agree. It's very interesting to hear all the surface level questions and descriptions of people, but then when we're doing the deeper activities, it's really interesting to hear some of the stories and experiences that other people had that you wouldn't know about if you just looked at them.
Yeah, I really like that balance too. I think it was really good that I had that in the program to make that happen.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions about Anytown as well. So what was your favorite part about the program?
My favorite part was that I was surrounded by people that were like-minded. So, growing up, I've been around the same type of people with opinions that may not be the same as the ones I hold. But at Anytown, I felt it was a very welcoming atmosphere and that I could share my opinions without being judged or kind of looked at weirdly. And it was just really, really nice to have that welcoming, open environment.
I agree, yeah. At my school, a lot of times it happens where people might get judged for a certain opinion they have, but I definitely feel like at Anytown, it was just a really open environment where you could, talk about your perspective freely.
Yeah.
What was the most important thing you learned at the program?
I think the most important thing I learned was that social issues just go so much deeper than what you may see on the surface, because you may look at someone and say, oh, well, this person identifies as gay or lesbian, or they identify as non-binary, and you think of the very surface level things that they may deal with, such as being called rude names, discriminated against, etc. But it goes a lot deeper than that. And hearing some of the experiences that people had, it was not something that I had recognized or experienced in my own life. And learning that made me really want to look out in the real world for examples of when that was occurring so that I could speak out against it and try to change it when I was able to.
Yeah, I also think it was really good in the program how we had a few hours to learn about different topics at the different stations, with the different visuals that were provided. I think that was really good too. And why should people attend the Anytown program?
I think people should attend the Anytown so that they can learn a lot about others, but then a lot about themselves as well. Because I feel like attending taught me a lot about my passions and the things that I enjoy in life and the things that I want to speak out against. But without Anytown, I wouldn't be as educated as where I am today, I feel like.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
That was also something that played into something that I learned at the program.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Isabel, for having this conversation with me today.
Thank you, Mikayla. This was really nice talking with you. And listeners, make sure to tune in next Thursday for the next Youth Speaks episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you.